Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to our Mississippi State Dynasty and NCAA Football 2003. Today, we've got the 3-1 LSU Tigers coming to town, and I'm going to let you guys take a look at the rosters as requested by a subscriber. So I don't believe I showed you guys the entire roster and all the overalls. There's Justin Garrett, our former starting fullback, now second string. A lot of young wide receivers, John Pena, Brandon Jensen, good tight ends. Pena, the most reliable receiver we've had in the series. A really good offensive line. It is so much better than when we started this dynasty. Defensive line, we're improving that every year. Last season, we did not get very many recruits for the defensive line except for Desmond Mikoloff. But this year we got a bunch of defensive ends. Linebacking core pretty decent. We do need to shore up that middle linebacker spot and get some more speed at that spot. A lot of good corners, pretty solid players. Jeremy Tate, 91 speed. Michael Gallar, 88 overall. He is our starting strong safety, as George Tyler is the starting free safety. I will see you guys down on the field here after the announcers make their predictions.
Located in Starkville, Mississippi, the battleground for this college football showdown. And let me tell you, it is still hot out here for tonight's game between the LSU Tigers and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. And here come the Bulldogs. Hi, everybody. Brad Nessler along with Lee Corso and Kirk Herbstreit. This college football season continues on, and we have what looks to be a spectacular battle headed your way. The Bulldogs seem to have the better team. They should win this game. What do you think, Kirk?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one, Brad. LSU is going to have a tough time defending this rushing attack and this running back. It's very important that they shut him down and keep the ball out of his hands if they expect to have a chance in this game.
Let me tell you why I agree with you. Mississippi State loves to run the football, and then that's how they win ball games. I think they're going to have a big game on the ground today. And, Kirk, I agree with you. I think they win this one. No problem.
Thank you, guys. The team captains are on the field, and this game is about to get underway.
So they are going with the ground and pound Mississippi State Bulldogs in this game. And we've had a lot of good games against the LSU Tigers. And here's Bernard Moreno up past the 25. Breaks a tackle up past the 30 down to the 32-yard line. And that is where Jeff Terry, redshirt freshman quarterback, will take over. 33-12 are the Bulldogs in the past 3.5 seasons almost, as we look to defend our national championship. But this year we are struggling mightily on offense, 102nd in the country, averaging only 301 yards per game. And there is Harding up the gut, freshman fullback, just plowing through the defense. 2nd and 10, Terry options, breaks a tackle, pitches to Davis, who breaks another tackle, and he'll pick up 9 yards on the option play to the left side as he ran through the arm tackle from the safety. 3rd and 1, Jeff Terry's going to throw it here, and that is John Pena with a clutch first down catch at the 44-yard line. And that is all John Pena does, is get first down catches. Terry's going to throw it again here, and he scrambles, takes off, and that will be a 4-yard pickup. The Bulldogs have really struggled since the departure from Ken Tops, Heisman-winning quarterback and national champion. Here is Jeff Terry getting taken down. He did pick up maybe an inch or two, so that will not count as a sack. But the pressure got to him very quickly on that play. Bulldogs are first in the nation on 4th down attempts, and that is why the elusive quarterbacks as they pick up another one right up the middle. And here is Harding up the gut, and he'll pick up 4 more yards, adding up his season total. Nice drive so far, 10 plays, 42 yards, over 3 minutes off the clock. And here's Bryson Davis breaking a tackle, and he'll pick up 5 yards, about 1 yard shy of the first down marker. 3rd and 1, and there's Justin Garrett, backup fullback, picking up 3 or 4 yards and another first down as the Bulldogs continue to drain the clock and tire out this Tiger defense. But it didn't matter on that play. The pressure got to Terry, and he was dropped for the sack. Looked like Shyrone King missed his block. 2nd and 13. Harding gets a counter, and he'll pick up 8 yards right up the middle. He's got 26 yards on the ground today. And a crucial 3rd and 4. Terry being very patient, takes off, slides to avoid the hit, and he'll pick up the first down for the Bulldogs and continue this long drive. 1st and goal. Harding up the middle and reaches over the goal line for the touchdown. The Bulldogs cap off the long drive with a touchdown run by the freshman fullback as Mike Randall kicks the extra point up through the uprights. That was a 16-play, 68-yard drive. Took 5 minutes and 16 seconds off the clock. And there's Joseph Adai getting dropped for a 2-yard loss by Neil Nelson on the toss play to the right side. Bulldogs 3rd in the country for defense. Yards allowed, 235 yards a game. And that has definitely kept them in games this season, along with turnovers, and they almost had one there as Donnie Kramer came through, almost had the interception. But this defense is improved drastically, and plays like that is why. My goodness, I believe that was Ben Sutton on the tackle for a loss of 5 to Joseph Adai on a pass play. 4th and 16, Tigers on to punt it. Larson boots it to midfield. And there's Jeremy Tate, junior corner, making a man miss up past the 40. He's got 15 yards, 20, breaks a tackle, and that is about a 27-yard punt return for the junior quarterback, Jeremy Tate. Here's Harding up the gut, breaking a tackle. He picks up 5 more yards. He's got 320 yards on the ground this season on 71 carries with 5 touchdowns. Not a bad year so far for the freshman fullback. 3rd and 5. Terry pressured, trying to avoid the defender, and he will get sacked once again back at the 22-yard line. Offensive line broke down there as they blitzed the middle linebacker. 4th and 7, Mike Randall on for the field goal attempt. Kick is up, and it is good. Bulldogs extend their lead 10-0 here in the second quarter in Starkville, Mississippi, as Clausen gets dropped for a loss of 8 yards. Tigers now have negative 14 yards on the ground. That was Neil Nelson once again making a big play. 3rd and 18. Clausen over the middle, caught by Strong for the first down. About a 23-yard pickup. Unbelievable. 3rd and 6 now. Adai gets a toss, and he is dropped for no gain. That was Ben Sutton, starting right outside linebacker, filling in for Gabe Wallace as he departed last season. Jeremy Tate on for another punt return, this time from the 22-yard line. Jukes a man out of his shoes and gets it up to the 37-yard line. Nice return again by Jeremy Tate. 1st and 10. Bryson Davis gets dropped for a loss of 6 on a toss. Not a very good play call, as LSU has been playing very aggressive on the outsides. 3rd down. Terry sets up a screen. Kevin Davis fumbles it, and LSU will recover it in great field position at the Bulldogs' 27-yard line. But on 3rd and 11, can the Tigers convert? No, they cannot. The receiver never saw the pass, and they will send on the field goal unit. On 4th and 11, the kick is up, and that was never going to make it. He did not have the leg for it, and it wasn't even that long of a field goal attempt. Still 10-0, Bulldogs on top. Terry's going to triple option left side. And what a nasty spin move there. And he's got the first down and more up to midfield. Great run by the redshirt freshman quarterback. 2nd and 13. Terry barely got that pitch off. And Davis will pick up 8 or 9 yards. He's got 18 yards on 5 carries so far in the first half. 3rd and 5. Terry rolling right, throwing right. And John Pena uncharacteristically drops the pass, and the Bulldogs will have to punt the ball away to the Tigers. 2nd and 10 for the Tigers. Clausen's going to drop back, throw left side. Joseph Adai's got it, but only picks up 4 yards on 2nd and 10, so 3rd and 6 upcoming. Clausen going to throw it again. Wide open is Adai out of the backfield, and he picks up a giant chunk of yardage up to the 48-yard line. Clausen going to throw again. All day to throw. Goes deep, and it's caught by Torrance Stevens, and he uses that electric speed and gets into the end zone for an LSU Tigers touchdown. Torrance Stevens was in the running for the Heisman his freshman year, as he started at receiver and defensive back for the Tigers. I believe he had 12 interceptions that season alone. He is no longer a starter on defense, but that is the half. 10-7, Bulldogs on top. Clausen throwing left side, caught by Strong. Tyler missed the tackle. First and 10, Clausen going to throw again over the middle. Robinson lays out for it, makes the catch. 5 consecutive completions for Clausen. And on 3rd and 1, they're going to throw it out of goal line formation. Wide open is Brazel up to the 38-yard line. Donnie Kramer finally brought him down. Tigers putting together a nice drive to start the second half. And they're going to throw it again over the middle. Torrance Stevens has it, breaks a tackle up to the 32-yard line. 3rd and 4, fullback in the backfield. Clausen over the middle, caught and dropped by the tight end. But the Tigers will go for it on 4th and 4. They do not trust their kicker after that missed field goal attempt. And a die is dropped 2 yards shy of the first down. Tigers still in the negative for rushing yards, -7 on the day. Bulldogs with 98. And they're going to add to that here as Bryson Davis picks up about 7 yards. And he's got 226 on the year on 40 carries with 2 touchdowns. And they'll give it off to him again, spinning, getting the first down. Maybe 5 yards on the run. 2nd and 10, triple option, and Terry will pick up maybe 4 yards up the middle as he kept it himself. 3rd and 6, Terry's going to throw it here. Right side, almost picked off, and it wouldn't have mattered anyway if the receiver did catch it. It was holding. Bulldogs punt the ball away once again, and Clausen is sacked, and that was Ben Sutton getting his first sack on the day. And his second tackle. 3rd and 13 for the Tigers. Clausen all day to throw, goes left side, caught and dropped again by Pollard this time. Wide receiver just dropped an easy one. 4th and 13, Tigers are going to have to punt it away again, and that was off the side of the punter's foot, shanked it, and that is only an 18-yard punt by the Tigers. 1st and 10, Bryson Davis gets the handoff left side, and runs through a defender, still going inside the 10-5, jukes, and reaches over the goal line for the touchdown. And Derek Doyle has injured his chest on the play. Let's take a look at what happened. He is the man that got, boom, plowed over. And an easy touchdown by Bryson Davis after that broken tackle. Looking like a young Jerome Bettis out there. 3rd and 5 for the Tigers. Clausen goes left side. Goodman's got it to the 34-yard line. Nice catch for the first down. 2nd and 10, Joseph Adai gets a carry, nice spin move, breaks a tackle, and he'll pick up close to the first down marker, maybe 9 yards. And that was his best run of the day, and that gets the Tigers back over the 0-yard mark, rushing. And they'll give it to him again, and he'll pick up 6 yards and get decked at midfield. But he does pick up the first down. 3rd and 5 now, Clausen throwing right side, caught by Robinson, close to the marker, and they do give it to him. 1st and 10, now in the 4th quarter. Clausen left side, Robinson breaks the tackle and gets the first down somehow. Unbelievable effort. Antoine Finch finally brought him down. Tigers averaging 601 yards of offense per game. Today, 195. How impressive is this Bulldogs defense as Adai picks up the first down up the gut. He's got 26 yards on 11 carries today. And Clausen's going to throw it here over the right side, and that was quadruple coverage, deflected away. As you saw on the bottom, Purdue beat number 1 Miami 34-29, so they will now drop out of the top 5 at least, as Clausen goes left side, deflected away. There's Donnie Kramer on the coverage. Tigers send on the field goal unit on 4th and 11. Kick is up, and it is good. That was an easy one. 16 plays, 68-yard drive. So that's 2 16-play, 68-yard drives today, both by each team, except the Bulldogs ended in a touchdown, as we saw Jeff Terry get a nice run there to the 44-yard line. 2nd and 7, Justin Garrett up the gut, picks up maybe 4 yards on his second carry of the day. 3rd and 2, I formation option right side. Terry's going to pick up the first down and more past the 30-yard line, past the 25, down to the 23-yard line. And the Bulldogs can now pretty much run out most of this clock. 2nd and 10, under 2 minutes to go. Terry's going to throw it here. And he's got Bryson Davis wide open inside the 10, and he gets into the end zone for another touchdown. And that is pretty much the icing on the cake here in Starkville, Mississippi. And that was just another easy touchdown for Bryson Davis. Nobody covered him, and you're not going to bring him down with one guy. Clausen looking to throw it, goes over the middle, and Robinson lays out for it. That's his second diving catch of the game. 2nd and 10, Clausen left side, picked off. Donnie Kramer seals the victory. Lick the envelope, seal it, put a stamp on it, because this game is over. Kramer gets his second interception on the season. Bulldogs are going to go on offense, though, as Bryson Davis gets the option pitch, spins a man out of his pants, and picks up the first down. He's got 68 yards on 10 carries. Bulldogs just looking to run this clock out and get some extra yards as Kenny Harding picks up 9 right up the middle. Now up to 333 on the season. LSU called their last timeout. This will be the last play of the game as Bryson Davis picks up 8 more yards. Ohio State beats Northwestern 31-3. They improved to 4-0 on the year. And the Mississippi State Bulldogs, ranked 4th in the country, improved to 5-0, beating the 3-1, now 3-2 LSU Tigers here in Starkville. Another good game in this matchup. Both teams struggling on offense. Bulldogs defense very impressive still this season. Bulldogs sacked twice, 1 turnover. It was a fumble. Only 1 penalty all game. That's pretty impressive. LSU gets shut out in the first and third quarters. Jeff Terry goes 4 of 12 for 26 yards, but he did have a touchdown. Terry with 82 yards on the ground. Davis with 76. Kenny Harding had 50. And Justin Garrett had 11. Preston Davis had 23 yards receiving as well. Kevin Davis had 1 catch, -4 yards. He has been somewhat of a bust so far in his freshman season. Downing, Sutton, and Galar led the team with 4 tackles apiece. A bunch of tackles for a loss. That is 7 for the whole team. 1 sack, Ben Sutton, redshirt sophomore. Donnie Kramer with another interception in his pretty impressive career so far. Mike Randall, 1 of 1. Brian Martin did a pretty good job punting today. He did have a touchback, though. BYU, number 16 in the nation, beats Utah State in their rivalry game, 35-32. Virginia Tech beats UL Lafayette. Purdue beats Miami. They drop down to number 9 after that loss. Marshall loses to Colorado. They drop to 17th. They are now 2-2. Colorado is 4-0. Georgia Tech beats Northern Illinois. Auburn beats UNLV. Ole Miss loses to Louisville. Georgia beats Rice. That's a no-brainer there. They should beat them by 50, not 2 touchdowns. North Carolina shuts out Idaho in Moscow, Idaho, 30-0. Texas beats Nevada. West Virginia beats Vanderbilt. Vandy is now 0-5. We face them next week. Florida State beats Duke 48-13. They are now 5-0. NC State beats Virginia. Ohio State beats Northwestern. We saw that game. Washington beats Stanford. Stanford struggling 1-3. Alabama gets back on track after losing 2 straight. They won 21-13 over Arkansas, handing them their first loss on the year. Florida beats Kentucky. Tennessee beats South Carolina. They're 5-0. Fresno State wins it. Oklahoma wins against Kansas 58-3. My goodness. Texas A&M wins it. And next week we take on the 0-5 Vanderbilt Commodores. I'm calling it a trap game, though. They have Jay Cutler. He hasn't been the most impressive when it comes to numbers, but he has, I believe, a 97 throw power and about an 88 throw accuracy. So he could be deadly. I'm not going to underestimate them. I will see you guys with that one next Saturday. I will see you Monday with more Madden. Take it easy, guys. Have a great weekend.